In this video, we're going to cover pre-algebra, dividing integers, finding each quotient, which is the answer to a division problem. This is going to be a very simple video because a lot of this is dependent on your knowledge of the multiplication table or the times table, which you really have to memorize on your own. But, working with different negatives and stuff like that, we'll be able to do right now. So let's start with number 1. We have 35 divided by negative 5. Because it's a positive, 35 divided by a negative 5, positive divided by a negative is going to be a negative. 5 goes into 35 7 times, so we get negative 7. Number 2, negative 8 divided by 4. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Number 3, negative 24 divided by 4. Again, negative divided by a positive is a negative. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Number 4, negative 8 divided by negative 2. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Number 5, 8 divided by 4. So 4 goes into 8 2 times. They're both positive, so our answer is going to be positive. Number 6, negative 24 divided by 8. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 8 goes into 24 3 times. Number 7, negative 21 divided by 7. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Number 8, 6 divided by negative 6. We're going to end up getting negative 1. Number 9, negative 132 divided by 11. Negative divided by a negative is positive. 132 divided by 11 is 12. Number 10, negative 60 divided by negative 15. 15 goes into 60 4 times. They're both negative, so it's going to be a positive 4. Number 11, negative 52 divided by negative 4. So they're both negative, so we know our answer is going to be positive. And 4 goes into 52 13 times. Normally we're used to only going up to the 12 times table, so we don't really go into the 13. But if you do long division, 4 and 52, 4 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 4 becomes 4. We subtract those. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down the 2. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 4, 12. Subtract those, we get 0. That's how we got that 13. Okay, number 12. 60 divided by 12 is 5. They're both positive, so our answer is positive. Number 13. 6 divided by negative 1. Positive 6, negative 1, so our answer is going to be negative. 6 goes into 1 goes into 6 times. Okay, number 14. 75 divided by 15. Because normally we're not taught our 15 times tables, usually we only go up to 12. 15 is going to be a little bit more tough, but fortunately this is not going to take very long. So what we can do is just keep adding 15 times until we hit 75 and count how many times we used 15. However many times we use 15 times that amount gives us 75. So that's how we can find out what 75 divided by 15 is. So let's do 15 plus 15 gives us 30. 30 plus 15 gives us 45. 45 plus 15 gives us 60. 60 plus 15 gives us our 75. So how many times did we add 15? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 75 divided by 15 is 5. Okay, number 15. 65 divided by negative 13. Again, we never really learned 13 times tables, but we could do the same process. What we can actually do is jump a little bit. We can do 13 times 4, just to see where we would be at if we multiplied by 4. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 52. So we still need a little bit more to get to 65. So what we can do is 13 times 5. Try that out, see where we're at. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 65. So we know that 13 times 5 is 65, which means 65 divided by 13 is 5. We have to keep in mind the sign, so we know it's going to be a negative 5. Number 16. 12 divided by 4 is 3, both positive, so our answer is positive. Number 17. 168 divided by 12, or negative 168 divided by negative 12. Again, we only went up to 12 times 12, we know is 144. So let's write 12 times 12, which gives us 144. So we need to go a little bit more. Let's just try 12 times 15, see where we're at. 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 1 is 5, plus that 1 is 6. Put a 0 here. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. We end up getting 180, which is too much. So we know it's more than 12, less than 15. So let's try 12 times 14. 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4, put a 0, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 12, is 1, so we end up getting 8, 6, 1. 168, which is what we're looking for. So we know that 168 divided by 12 is 14. So since they're both negatives, our answer is going to be a positive 14. Number 18. Negative 8 divided by 2. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4, so negative 4 is our answer. Number 19. Negative 105 divided by 7. So we can do long division on this if you'd like. You can also multiply 7 times a bunch of different numbers until you get to 105. You could do long division. Either way will work. 7 goes into 10 one time. We end up getting a 7. Subtract those, we get 35. 7 goes into 35 5 times. And we end up getting 35 minus 35 is 0. So negative 105 divided by positive 7 is going to be a negative 15. Okay, number 20. Negative 4 divided by negative 1. Anything divided by 1 is that. Only thing is whatever's in the numerator. What we have to do is just keep in mind the sign. Negative divided by a negative is a positive 4. Number 21. Negative 10 divided by negative 2. They're both negative, so our answer is going to be positive. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. Number 22. Negative 144 divided by 12. So here's a little trick. I know we know off the top of our heads 12 times 12 is 144, so we know the answer is 144. But let's say we didn't know. What you can do if you're ever taking a test or you're taking a quiz and you want to save time and you're not allowed to use a calculator, what you can do is go back to when you did the 12 times table. Well, if you look at number 17, we used 12 times 12 already and we know it's 144. So we don't have to do the process again. We can look back on the notes that we took previously and kind of use that to save us some time on a test. That way you're limiting how much anxiety, how much time you have left, and really kind of help you out in that aspect. So anyway, so we can do 144 divided by 12 by looking at what we did in 17. 12 times 12 is 144, which means 144 divided by 12 is 12, and the sign is negative because it's a negative divided by a positive. Okay, number 23. 24 divided by negative 12. Answer is going to be negative 2. Okay, 24. 60 divided by negative 15. Similar to the other strategy we did in 22 where we looked at some of the past work, I already remember that we did multiplying it by a certain amount, and I don't remember which number it is, number 14, where we looked for 75. We know that when we did 15 and 15, we got 30. 30 plus 15 was 45. 45 plus that 15 was 60. So again, just count all the 15s. That's what we need to multiply 15 by to get to 60. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So 60 divided by 15 is 4. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. And this video was dividing integers.